So let's talk about Mud and Magic Heroes Online. What is the difference to the other installments?
To the classic Heroes series, we really try to preserve the spirit of it, so it really feels like a Heroes game. But of course, because it's in a browser, it's multiplayer, it's free to play, it's online, we have to adapt the formula. So what we did mainly was to focus on a single hero and make the adventure map real time.
And do you have a lot of customizable options for players for their hero?
For a start, the basic ones like select a faction, select between a might and a magic class, select between a male and a female portrait, and when you level up, of course, you can customize your abilities. You will find equipment that will help you be more specific, but that's about it. In the future, there will be more customization, but we start with, let's say, the core, the essence of what we expect from a Heroes game.
Yeah, that's cool. Tell us a little bit about the classes that we can find in the game. Is there something special, or are all classes special?
The classes are what you would expect. 2 factions, Haven and Necropolis. If you play Haven and you might, it would be more like a paladin or a knight. If you play magic, it will be a priest. For Necropolis, it's the other way around. If you play might, you'll be a death knight. If you play magic, you'll be a necromancer. So nothing fancy or weird or special for those 2 factions. We really want to have solid foundations and provide what the players can find in other Heroes games. So exactly the same, let's say, spirit. Yeah.
Okay, how is the battle system? How the mechanics work in the game?
There are 2 innovations to the battle system to make them deeper and more exciting. The first one is tactical positioning. You can flank or backstab the enemies, so the positioning of your troops will matter. It's not just a question of I go, I hit, and it doesn't care if I hit from the back or the rear or the front. Now it matters. And we have added something that I'm sure a lot of Might Magic fans will be excited about, cooperative combat. So you can play with a friend, so 2 of you together, joining forces against the most dangerous challenges, or let's say epic challenges that the strategy map has to offer. And they are what we call, for instance, world bosses. You cannot defeat them on your own. You need friends to do that.
So you have to develop strategy plans with your friends to defeat the enemies, right?
Exactly. We expect a lot of combos, like I play magic, you play might, let's help each other, or I play support, you play attack, or I will tank, and all those kind of stuff. That's part of the gameplay of the game too.
Cool. Is there a main enemy in the game, or will you develop the game further?
There is a storyline, there is a campaign, so yeah, there is an enemy. All the players belong to different factions, but the factions ally together, supervised by an order of mystical guys, some sort of Jedis that we call the Dragon Knights, that are above the faction and say there is a threat to the Wall of Ashan, you have to unite forces. Even if Necromancers and Knights of the Holy Empire don't get on very well usually, this time they have to stick together to fight against a greatest threat ever known in the Wall of Ashan that we call the Void. And the Void is a new cosmic force that has been there since the beginning of the creation of the world, and is like in the Never-Ending Story, from Michael Ende. It's a German book, so probably you know about it. Yep. But it's the Void is erasing everything. And so in order for creation to be preserved, all the factions of Ashan have to resist against the Void.
Okay, how many dungeons can we expect?
We're not talking about dungeons because it's not really MMORPG. It's more you explore the adventure map in which you find resources that you use to build your towns, develop them, hire more troops, build a bigger army, and it all happens on the surface. For now, there's no underground layer, so no question of dungeon and stuff. But on this surface, you fight a lot of different monsters, and there are various provinces, all with their different themes, different tile sets, different storylines. So it's a huge world to explore and a lot of creatures, enemies, bosses, sub-factions to fight.
Okay, so it will still retain its very strategic elements, and now you can play with even other players, right?
Exactly, that's the main idea of it. Heroes is a very good game, but people who play multiplayer in Heroes are a small portion of the community, because it takes 4 hours to do a multiplayer map. It's turn-based, it's long, so you need to sit for a long time with your friend to do it. Most of them play at hot seat, a few play online. So with Heroes Online, we really wanted to say, hey, now you can play online. At first cooperatively, and later, time allows, if player requested, maybe there will be some PvP multiplayer. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So me and the community are looking forward to play Might and Magic Heroes Online. Thank you for the interview.